Brilliance Audio presents Paradox by Catherine Coulter, performed by MacLeod Andrews and Renee Rodman. It was warm and sunny, an altogether perfect day for a book festival. Savich gave the smiling, fresh-faced parking attendant Jimbo a $10 bill and parked Sherlock's Volvo in Lot B beside an SUV filled with a half-dozen enthusiastic young women, all talking, laughing, and gathering book bags, purses, water bottles. Nearly 5-year-old Sean and his longtime girlfriend, Marty Perry, who was still on schedule to be one of his future wives, were so wired they bulleted out of the car, their goal to hunt down their favorite author, Remus McGurk, the creator of Captain Carr Corbin, intergalactic space marauder, and his sidekick, Orchette, a terrier with sharp teeth who filched chocolate bars.
Sherlock met Dylan's eyes over the roof of the car. She knew he was as worried as she was. It had been only 3 days since the man had broken into their house and threatened Sean. The FBI lab hadn't found fingerprints on the K-bar, not that they expected to, and had determined the knife could have been purchased from dozens of stores in the D.C. area. Every agent in the CAU was working in his spare time on trying to identify the intruder. Most of Dylan's agents believed it was either a pedophile who'd seen Sean or a kidnapping for ransom, knowing Savich could sell one of his grandmother's paintings. Or, he thought now, an old enemy here for payback. Oddly, that felt like it could be right. Detective Ben Raven of Metro was working different sources, and as of today, still nothing had popped. Even though Savich had moved the security system box to behind one of his grandmother's paintings in the dining room and put a deadbolt on the front door, it didn't alleviate the nerve-wracking, low-level fear. Savich had hoped the kidnapper or pedophile or whatever he was might be moved to make contact, but as of this morning there'd been no communication of any kind and no further attempts on Sean. Sherlock hadn't wanted to take Sean to a public place where thousands of people would be milling about, but he'd been so excited about today, a promised treat for more than a month now. She and Dylan couldn't say no. What was worse, Dylan wouldn't be with her for extra eyes and protection. He had a job to do here in Willicott, with a Chief Ty Christie assigned yesterday by his boss, Jimmy Maitland. Sherlock said, "I figure 3 hours should do it. Then we'll head to Osborne's barbecue to be followed by the Dalai Lama ice cream shop. Then, if you're done here, we'll take Sean to his grandmother's for the rest of the weekend."
Savich nodded, knowing he'd spend more hours tonight hunkered over Max, searching for the intruder. He looked toward the rocket-fueled kids. "Sean, Marty, hold up. Do not move." Sean knew the serious voice, grabbed Marty's hand to hold her in place, and began confiding to one of the 6 young women from the SUV he was going to take a zillion photos with his iPad of Remus McGurk. Didn't they admire Orchette, Captain Carr's terrier sidekick? Had they read his latest adventure on the planet Mumbo? Were they going to see him? Get his autograph? The women were charming and happy to pose when Sean told them he would like to practice taking their pictures before he shot his masterpiece of Mr. McGurk.